Well, hello on this Wednesday, yet another round of some severe weather. And the biggest thing this morning was some flooding that continues across parts of southeastern Minnesota. Thunderstorms training over the same areas near the Owatonna areas, up to 3 to 5 inches of rain falling there this morning, along with some large hail. Now, these storms were developing out ahead of the warm front, so kind of pushed by warmer, more humid air moving in aloft, and again, still going across parts of southeastern Minnesota. But as we head into the late afternoon, evening, we're going to look for the potential for more severe weather and probably some more ominous threats as well. So an enhanced risk of severe weather has expanded across much of central Minnesota, including the Twin Cities, southwestern Minnesota, eastern South Dakota, and northwestern Iowa today. 3 out of 5 level of possible severe weather. So it is something we're definitely going to be watching. Dew points will be on the rise out of Iowa. Once again, humid air. You'll notice by midday and afternoon, dew points back in the 60s, even low 70s. So some ample moisture for these storms to work with, which of course is a key ingredient. And that's why yesterday was quiet and dry, because the air was very dry. Big bubble of heat still too. So not quite 90s today for the Twin Cities, though parts of south central Minnesota could once again hit 90. They did in a few places on Monday, but that's going to expand tomorrow. We're talking about some record-breaking heat. And it's that heat dome that we've been referring to. These ripples along the edge of it are what are creating some of the weather. So this next latest ripple coming out of Nebraska today, moving across Minnesota, is going to be the impetus for storms to develop late this afternoon. It's basically like cold fronts aloft. And then we got another one coming through late tomorrow. So a couple of these ripples, because we're on the edge of the heat dome. In the center of it, further south and southeast, it's just hot and dry. But we're on the edge of that. And so every so often we get these ripples. So this is that latest ripple. This is what we call vorticity, which is spin aloft. And that means air is rising. And that will be moving over the area and touching off those thunderstorms, just enough lift. When we're talking severe weather, it's just any little thing can touch off that activity once we've got the energy in place. And we'll have plenty of that across southern Minnesota, Iowa today. This is a combination of instability, but also that key ingredient of temperature and dew point. Got to have a lot of moisture. Significant tornado parameters going to be fairly high to the southwest too. So southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, eastern South Dakota, and Nebraska is the area we're going to be watching for possible tornadic activity. It's going to be the initial storms that develop, those first few hours, that these discrete individual cells could produce tornadoes. So this is as we head into mid-afternoon, late afternoon, moving into southwestern Minnesota. Then they will start to form a line. And when we have that line of storms, that's when it could produce gusty winds, so straight-line wind gusts or downbursts that could come through late in the evening. So the Twin Cities, we might be waiting pretty late. This is showing wind gust swaths. Say that 10 times fast, from one of our rapid update models. And basically where you see the oranges, reds, whites, these are severe wind gusts the model forecasts for that area, again, that's in that enhanced region, right up to maybe even the Twin Cities through the evening. Now tomorrow it gets even hotter. The heat bubble expands. We're talking low 90s in the Twin Cities. Our record high for Thursday is 90. I think we're going to be right near it, if not breaking it by a degree or two. So it is early for all this, the heat, the humidity, and the storms. We have another enhanced risk. Again, 3 out of 5 storm chance here from basically the Twin Cities and west tomorrow. As a cold front comes through, it's going to finally settle down this pattern, but first creating some more storms. So once again, storms develop eastern South Dakota, Nebraska, and then spread east into the evening and overnight. Probably again here for eastern Minnesota, a high wind threat with those initial cells to the west, potentially producing some tornadoes. But warm today, 83, but again, you're going to notice that humidity, so it'll feel more like the mid to upper 80s. Tomorrow, 91. Dew points will be in the 60s and 70s though, so heat indices, yes, will be in the mid to upper 90s for some spots. Pleasant on Friday, dropping humidity, 80. A gorgeous weekend, really. Temperatures in the 70s. Finally, some more of that actual spring weather we should be having right now. And then downright cool, relatively speaking, but actually closer to the normal by Monday, upper 60s.